Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. All right, I'm out shopping for some art supplies. I got a big idea coming up, but those of you who have been watching me over the last 2 weeks may have been following my recent dramas with returning to the dating scene. This one's going to be a positive video. One thing I have learned from my recent dating expeditions, if you will, is that I learned something that I've been questioning myself ever since the pandemic. During the pandemic, when we were working remotely and we were sending a lot of emails, I really love emails. I'll let you pause the video to think why I would prefer an email compared to a phone call or a video call, or worse yet, meeting face to face. Well, with the email, I'm constantly using the backspace button. I wouldn't be surprised if backspace is my most commonly pressed keyboard button. And so there are a lot of things you'll never hear me say during an email that I thought of saying, and a lot of deleting. And I can't do that when it's in person or even during a phone call. But one thing I've learned is that it's okay to be slow answering things, right? One of my big fears with being slow answering things is that people interrupt. But I've learned that if somebody's willing to interrupt before you get a chance to say, chances are they weren't going to listen to what you were going to say anyway. They've already interrupted in their head, right? I don't think I need to tell you guys how many times somebody has said something, but you've already, in your mind, interrupted because you had something better planned out. I think most people will confess to doing that, right? And so earlier today, I was with, we'll call her a distant cousin of Malia Obama. I was with a Malia Obama-like girl, and I made myself rehearse what I was going to say in my head, play it out in my head, see how it sounds, and clean it up. Press the backspace button a couple more times before I said it to her, and to my surprise, nothing went wrong about it. And this is one of those things that it really takes a front row seat in real life to learn, right? So last year, one of my former students was making fun of me. You may remember I offered a reward for anybody who could set me up on a blind date, but that was the best. That was the best money I ever spent. You know, I can't pay somebody to teach me this stuff. It really takes a front row seat in the world to learn it, right? And I probably, some of my students end up having to repeat calculus 5 times, right? This was cheaper than doing that, right? And I actually learned something, right?